Welcome. It's Wednesday Wisdom or Wisdom Wednesday, and I am going to speak about greed. Today's alert is greed alert, yeah? And it comes from the many times greed has led you to do something that you regret. Sincerely, entirely, you name it, you regret. And because I'm always having these deep conversations with my students, many topics come up. No matter what the subject is I'm teaching in RE, many subjects come up, and I guess it's from their personal experience. And once the lesson's over, it makes me reflect on us as adults. And today's alert is greed alert. How many times have you done things out of greed? And actually this comes from yesterday, because I was talking about conscience and right and wrong, and one of the questions that I gave them was, what is one of the hardest decisions you've ever had to make? So there was a 4-part question to this actual question.
This is the train to Watford Junction.
And I could see their tiny brains just being fried. Like, some of them knew exactly what the memo wanted, and others were a bit confused. So I'm asking you, what is one of the hardest decisions that you've had to make? That's the first question. The second part of that question is, was it right or wrong? The third part of that question is, how did it make you feel after? And when I think one of the students asked me, what do you mean by that, miss? And I said, how did it make you feel when you made that decision? Was you torn apart? Was you broken? Was you sad? Do you know what I'm saying? And the fourth question is, was it the right decision you made? Now, all 4 of these questions will require honesty, deep honesty. And you might not even be able to remember a time. So this is another one, because one of my students said, oh miss, I don't remember a time when I had to make a decision. I said, okay, well, think about this then. Try to think of something that you'd have to do right now, today, where you'd have to make a decision today. You may not have had to make a decision before, but think of something that you have to do today where you have to make a decision. So I gave an example like, you have to turn up at class early, but you decide that you've got to go somewhere because your friends want you to follow them, and you got to choose between being told off by the teacher or being told off by your friends. You know, I know it sounds silly, but these are some of the things that these kids have to make choices and decisions for every day in school. So this greed alert is really all about the decisions you make that lead you to do things out of greed. Yeah, greed. Like, you just can't help yourself. You don't care about the feelings of someone else. You're all about yourself. You're not even looking at the long-term impact of it. You're looking at right here and right now, this immediate moment. Yeah? Why you have to do it now. This greed is just suffocating you. You can't see past it. Yeah? Greed alert. Greed alert. How many things have you done out of greed?
This is the
Are
train
you
to Watford Junction.
in a place right now of regret? Have you seen how it's broken down friendships, family? Your life isn't even in a place where you're comfortable with it because of this greed choice that you made. It's all about choices. Yeah, it's a deep question. It's a deep question, and it requires a lot of thought for some. And some, it may trigger an emotion that's so raw because it may have just happened recently. Yeah. So Wisdom Wednesday, greed alert. What has greed led you to do? What type of decisions has it led you to make? Are you happy with those decisions? Can you say with your hand on your heart that you're happy with those decisions? Are you looking at the very people who it affected and impacted and are in regret? Some of them have not even been able to come back from the brink of your greed. So with that said, have yourself a wonderful day. Greed alert. Take care and I'll speak to you soon.